My name is Maisha Atrice Ayodele. I am one of the community engagement managers here at DC Greens. I was raised in Phoenix, Arizona in a working class family with a single mother. I attended Howard University, New York University, and I'm currently at the University of the District of Columbia. I'm well versed in issues of social justice, racism, culture, and community building. I bring that into my work here at DC Greens by evaluating our programs for equity. I currently work with our market champions, which are community members who work in the farmers market spaces where Produce Plus is available, to make that space feel more accessible to community members who feel pushed out by gentrification.
Hi, my name is Mina. I'm the Produce Plus manager here at DC Greens. And I've been managing this program for about 3 seasons now. I originally grew up in California from an immigrant family. English is my second language, and I've been in DC for about 8 years now. I have degrees in mathematics, cultural studies, and American history. And for the past 5 years, I've really been focused a lot on program development, mostly around nonprofits and data analytics and data management. So that's sort of what I bring in terms of the structure of Produce Plus and general program management.
Hi, I'm Mary Alice Riley. I'm a community engagement manager with DC Greens. I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama in a white middle class family, and went off to school on the East Coast to study environmental studies and agriculture at Brown University. I've been involved in food programs since then and coordinated multiple types of programs in my adult career. And I am the volunteer manager for Produce Plus. So I mobilize, recruit, and train hundreds of people to help run this program each summer.
Produce Plus is a farmers market nutrition incentive program where qualified DC residents can get up to $20 per week to buy fruits and vegetables. The program is funded by the DC Department of Health and managed by DC Greens. We work with 14 market organizations and also have part-time staff and committed volunteers. Produce Plus reaches thousands of customers all across the city and has especially high participation in areas of the city with the least access to grocery stores. Since its first year in 2014, Produce Plus has continued to grow and has demonstrated that there is a high need and desire for fresh produce in low-resource communities in DC.
There's just another conflict between a volunteer and a customer today about checks running out, and we just don't have enough volunteers at each site every week to adequately support this program and reduce conflict with our customers. And the scarcity of the checks creates this bottleneck where unpaid people are at the front lines of dealing with customers who are really in need of food assistance, and it creates a lot of intense problems. I don't know what to do about it.
So we had the market champion meeting today. It went really well, and I was reminded why I really enjoy working with them, because every step of the way I'm looking for their input and we are readily implementing their feedback. But what I continue to be frustrated by is the limitations that are put on their way of serving their community, and all of the feedback is typically about the limitations that are being set forth by an outside source that is not connected to the culturally responsive program that we're trying to build.
I had to have 4 different meetings with one of the markets this week because
they can't figure out how to implement the plan that we talked about at the beginning of the season. We've already given them 2 different staff people who are there every weekend to support them, and it just seems like they don't want our customers to be there, and they don't want to provide any consistency for them. I don't understand why we have to continue working with organizations who don't seem to value the customers that we're bringing to their markets.
So despite the challenges that we experience running Produce Plus, there are a few assets that we see as being integral to how we move forward with the program. One of them being this very real sense of civic engagement and civic responsibility in the city of DC. I think that's a shared cultural value across demographics, across socioeconomic class. It's shared by a lot of residents of the city, and we see that in practice with Produce Plus. And so moving forward, we know, and I know, that we can mobilize hundreds of people to jump to action around food access in their neighborhoods, and stay engaged with the program as it moves forward.
The DC government is also very responsive to feedback from customers, and that was the whole reason that the Produce Plus program was created, that community members across the city wanted to have a program that allowed them to purchase fruits and vegetables at farmers markets across the city. And we continue to see that engagement every year at hearings about the budget and through advocacy events where individuals want to increase the program and grow it, which has happened. But we're at a point where the capacity of the program to implement the way that it's currently structured is limited and won't have as big of an impact as we want if we continue to implement it in this way.
Right. And so moving forward, the kind of values that we feel like reflect our assets include the value of service, the value of quality, and sustainability. That we have people who are interested in servicing, jumping up and to serve their communities, and that, you know, our volunteers, our customers, and our staff are committed to improving the quality of the experience of this program for customers, for volunteers, for everybody involved, so that there's a dignified human experience when one comes to participate in the program we'll run.
We also want to integrate sustainability both in the longer term impact that the program has in the lives of the people who use it and in implementation, supporting to implement a program that is within our capacity and is able to run without as many issues in implementation.
Our goals for the new iteration of the Produce Plus program is to create something that is adaptable to the landscape in which the program is serving people, to make it sustainable and truly community driven. We would like to foster new partnerships with various farmers and organizations in this area. We simply like to make sure that the Produce Plus program is a reflection of our values around community power and human dignity.
So, Gamechangers. We want to join your laboratory because we run a program that is already deeply rooted within DC's communities that are experiencing the most food insecurity. We just need your support to help come up with new strategies that will help serve them better.
We're looking for help to have a more macro focus to help us change our program in a way that is more sustainable and has longer term solutions.
We are a team that meets on a regular basis, and we are able to quickly implement changes as problems arise. So we believe that we will be able to take full advantage of the environment that you create with the laboratory. We appreciate the approach that you take to collaborative, innovative solutions, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you.
Thank you.